This is The Sims, what we call nowadays The Sims 1, because there are more. But when it came out, it was the only Sims. It was just The Sims. Amazing. Oh, I'm glad you got good news, Cowlin. That's great. If you feel comfortable sharing it, then by all means. We're having a bit of a rough time in the Hobgoblin house. Dog issues and all. And the music was accidental. I knew that if I tabbed out it would go silent, and I accidentally clicked on one of the community lots, and that's the music for the community lot, and I was like, oh, just go with it, it's pretty cheerful. If I go silent, just assume I'm drinking tea. Makes sense. Yeah, so today we're kind of going to do what I did, oh, don't touch that, last week for The Sims 2, which was very painstakingly going through everything you're going to see. Well, not everything. See, I've already messed up. A lot of what you'll see when you first open the game. This is for newcomers to the game. It might be that we don't actually get to gameplay today, so I'm just letting you know, fair warning. We're going to be going through the UI and everything, just because some people learn better that way rather than just having everything dumped on them when they open the game. And it's very, very different to previous successive entries, I should say. So I think it could be helpful. Who knows? In my channel news, I have finally completed the transfer of all of my videos in the collections over to YouTube. That is all set up. I have not yet released them to the public. That probably will happen yet tomorrow. But yeah, it's all sorted. So you'll notice if you went in to look at the collections before, most of them are gone. But fear not, we can find them on my YouTube channel as of, well, this week at some point. Going forward, I'm going to just be keeping our current playthroughs and then a few random ones, just so people can get a flavour of my streams. But yeah, most of them will be going over to YouTube. So if you miss one, you're away, and you know the VOD has disappeared after that 2-week limit, that will be where they are. I have already added the link to my YouTube channel in the what's it called, about me section? No, something like that. You know, one of the tabs on Twitch. So if you want to subscribe in advance, that would be really cool. I don't know why you would, but there you go. What else did I decide? Yeah, I made a decision about RimWorld. So our current playthrough that has been on hiatus while I've been sorting out this Twitch video thing, it's not been grabbing me, not gonna lie. I haven't really been wanting to get back to it. And I've been thinking, like, what's going on? I mean, you think back, we did that 9-year colony. I had like 35 colonists. I was having a great time, and I want to get back that feeling. And my conclusion has been that ideology it's just not working out for me right now. I'll probably keep ticking along with it for myself, but it's not been enhancing my gameplay. So I may be starting a new colony, or we may start a different game. We will see. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know. But we will continue Heaven's Vault like before, as we're quite far along. So that's all my news. Trying to get things out of the way. Hope you guys are all doing well. We've got big sunshine over here. It's that sunshine that makes it look very welcoming, but it's actually pretty chilly. Yes, microphone feedback. Thank you, Carolyn. I know there's some issues with it, but yeah, anything you can do to help is great. Anyway, let's actually do some simming then. So here is our load up screen. You'll actually start on neighbourhood 1. So at the top left, you can change neighbourhoods. This is what we call the canon neighbourhoods. Yeah, so we've got a lot of empty houses around the edge, and we've got some community lots in the middle. This is actually not what you would have seen when you... Oh, hang on, the dog's on the move. She's got incredible timing. Is she just turning round? She's just turning around. exciting stuff. I realise now I've got a camera, we could have dog cam, but she's not in a position to give consent, so it just seems so wrong. I don't know if you heard that. That was her flapping her ears. She's just going to sit back down. Sorry about the dog commentary. It's just I have to open the door if she wants to head out. And she seems to be settling back down. Okay, exciting stuff. Don't scratch the bed. Sorry. Yes, but she's needing some extra care at the moment. She's on some anti-inflammatory tablets, and she's not enjoying it very much. So she has to come first, I'm afraid. There she goes. Good job. Anyway, when you got the very first Sims game before any of the expansion packs, all you had was this area here in the top right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that. No, I think it was just the 5. Maybe that 5 or 6 houses and 3 empty lot areas. That's all we had, but it was still really exciting at the time. And as you can see in the original, one of the first families is the Goth family. Yes, if you are familiar with The Sims, you will know them very well. This is the OG Goth family. We've got it's Mortimer, Bella and Cassandra. There we go. And then, I think it was quite late, a late expansion pack, and suddenly we got all of this. I think it was Unleashed, which the main thing was it added pets. It was amazing. It was oh my god, so many more. Anyway, I'm getting nostalgic. On the top bar, we can see we have the Select or Creative family. We have Import family. This will probably be greyed out if you haven't downloaded any families from like the various websites out and about. We have Evict or Bulldoze. You've got to be careful not to double click with that one. You pick it up, you will click on a family and it says, would you like to evict this family? You say yes, but then immediately after it says, would you like to bulldoze the lot? So if you want to keep the house, be careful how you click, and it's escape will drop that. Let me know if the noises are drowning me out. They're drowning me out a little bit in my head. I know the screen looks very, very small, but don't worry, the actual gameplay screen will be larger. You will have to change the resolution, I'm pretty sure. What's that? I think it's at 1080. I changed it in game, 1080 by 1920, I think it is, and you'll get this. It's not perfect, but it works. We have Evict or Rezone. So you can evict the family, you can rezone a lot, I guess, to community or residential. I've never used it before, but it seems fairly self-explanatory. We can switch to Downtown view. Downtown was introduced in the expansion pack Hot Date, which was considered to be rather risque at the time. Not really 100% for children, but it was the 90s. So I'm going to click on that just to show you. And this is what we got to see. So this is where your Sims can go and visit these areas. I won't go into them too much, it's good for you guys to check these out for yourself, but you can import your own lots that you've gotten from CC and that. You can bulldoze lots and start anew. You can click on a lot, go in and basically refurnish it and everything and fiddle around with it if you want, which can be useful if there's a lot you visit and you're like, oh, I really wish there were more bathrooms, or there was a place to get some food or something like that. So that's very useful. Then you just return to neighbourhood view. Clonk. We have Vacation Island view. I'm not going to click that because this is from the Bon Voyage expansion pack, which I never had. So I want to experience that first for myself, but that's where you would go. We've also got a Studio Town view. Oh, gosh, I can't remember the name of the expansion pack. Superstar, that was it, where you could become a celebrity. I'm not going to click on that just yet. I'm very much enjoying things by myself first sort of person. And you've got the Magic Town view, which was from Making Magic, which is the last expansion pack and my favourite. I'm going to click on it because of course I've visited already. And this map, I was like, oh, this is amazing. But I was really sad that why does it have the creepy, it's got a creepy circus kind of community lots up here. And then a kind of down in the bottom right, it's kind of like a fairies and gardening sort of area. We've got in the bottom left a more spooky sort of magic area, and at the top are houses that your Sims can buy and live in. I never got around to doing that, but you can indeed do it, and you can create a family in this screen too. Put a pin in what I just said. Remember, I've not moved anybody in, so if I got that wrong, well, I guess you find out. I love the... Oh, it's not a hot air balloon. What would we call that? I guess we'll just call it a hot air balloon, but it's pretty cool. So we'll head back to our main screen. Now, of course, we've got the quit button. Yeah, we can't do any options in this screen. We're going to start by creating a family. It's not going to be like before. I did my prep. I was actually really good today. I did a whole bunch of prep. Making sure things worked. How good am I? Oh dear. Tea's almost cold. No. Alright, so in the sim bin currently we have 3 families: the Charming family, the Roomies family, and the Bachelor family. If you know your Sims lore, then the Bachelor family might make your ears perk up, because Bachelor turns out to be the maiden name of Bella Goth. And this guy here, this is Michael, her brother, who makes a posthumous appearance in Sims 2. You can see their funds at the moment and the number of family friends. Family friends are a big deal in this game. We'll get into that. But we are going to create a new family. Now, our Sim from Sims 2 is Adora Sim, very creatively named. She would probably not be born yet by the chronology of the Sims. If you're unaware, there is a timeline for the first 3 games, and the earliest in the time chronology is The Sims 3. 25 years later, you have The Sims 1, and 25 years after that, you have The Sims 2. Just a little segue to let me know that my voice is coming through nice and clear. I'm going to move the microphone. I'm sorry about the noise. I'm still a little uncertain about the audio with my new setup, but I think it's better, louder at least. All right, I finished my tea. No more random silences. Oh no, no silences. So we go for our very creative name, Sim. I'm specifically not putting Sims because there are NPCs whose surname are Sims, at least in Sims 2, and I don't want to get confused. So you've got add a sim, underneath that is delete selected sim and edit selected sim. So we'll add a new sim, and we're in create a sim. As always, I've forgotten to start in the proper place. Obviously I've played this game already, so very exciting for me to have this game again. When you first open it, you will be prompted to do a tutorial, which of course you should do. It will tell you to select a certain house. You'll go in and it will tell you about movement and certain interactions you can do, so you should follow that absolutely. I've already done it and you can experience that for yourselves. We are going to be doing this instead. Here's our Create a Sim screen. So I am going to do a parent who we're going to call, oh no, I forgot. What was it again? Right, it was Jakob. We can call him Jacob if you want. Yes, this is literally me looking around at my desk and seeing something that could be a name. Yeah, so we can have a child or we can have an adult. We can have light skin, medium skin or dark skin, and male or female. If they are like, I'm putting this in as Jakob is Adora's father, so she was a bit darker, so we're going to go with medium skin. I'm going to go for the personality first and then how they look. So we've got our 5 personality traits. We've got neat, outgoing, active, playful and nice. And as you saw when I clicked on it, it added a point. The points are in a bar below the personality box. and it immediately suggests an astrological sign. You can then click on the signs and they will change and give you the default personality for each zodiac sign. Zodiac signs are important in the way that Sims will interact with each other on top of interests. Certain signs like other signs and not others. Said others too many times. So it's not just flavour. I think it's just flavour in Sims 3, but we don't want to confuse things. All right, what did I decide? So we're not going to take ages doing this. So we're going to make a sloppy sim. I have a plan, don't worry. So I bring the neatness score down to 2. They're going to be nice, so I'm going to bump that up. What else did we want? We want outgoing. We don't care so much about activity right now. So we're going to do 7 in outgoing, 8 in nice, and then we've got 2 left, and I'll just add it to be actually thinking about it doesn't really matter. Shall we make them more active or more playful? I'm going to make them more playful. Well, actually that just makes them half and half because it's 5 points out of 10 and we've got 3 in activity. I'm not min-maxing or anything, I've just got a little plan. Yeah, so it turns out that they are a Libra, no judgment. I mean, I'm a Libra, I don't think I'm that untidy. I mean, sure, I don't enjoy tidying, but it's like a bit rude. Definitely not outgoing, but anyway, let's not get into astrology right now. So here we have a sim who is sloppy, outgoing, lazy, but nice. And so we're going to look at some heads. I won't go through all of them. You can do that on your own time. So I know that Isadora had black hair. We've got this guy with a little goatee. I don't know how well this is coming through for you. I know it's pretty small. I'm not going to pick Mortimer's head because that's just wrong. That guy's ears are too big. Wow. I'm going to go with black hair, so we'll just spam through. So you see we've got a lot of kind of regular hairstyles. We've got different hair colours. This one's purple. I think that, yeah, there's pink and green hair colours. We've got funny hats sometimes as well. I just want somebody... Oh, you notice there aren't any elders. If you want to play an elder, you basically pick a head that looks old. You know, they have grey hair. That's the best you can do. Well, if you didn't catch my previous stream, I will point out that there is no aging in The Sims. He looks a bit serious. No, he's not supposed to look serious. So whatever you pick, that's just how they're going to be. You can change clothes, you cannot change their heads. So it might be funny to be like, oh, I'm going to pick this one with a funny hat on. You might get annoyed staring at it for the whole playthrough. So, why does everyone look evil? I just want somebody who looks pleasant. He looks okay. Everybody looks evil. And I thought this wouldn't take so long because I prepared. Like, no, it's always going to take forever, isn't it? Oh, you look smug. I'm looking for someone with black hair, if you're wondering. No, you look a bit derpy. Oh, we'll get this done. I think we've gone back to the beginning. Oh no. That guy's face looked like it'd been painted on. Okay, we might just have to go with evil face. I mean, look at that beard. That's clearly like Doctor Strange, right? Him. Okay, he looks fine. We'll go with this guy. Not so much with this outfit though. So outgoing. We're thinking outgoing. We're thinking a bit messy. Okay, no, he has to have full clothes. They will be like wearing this most of the time. There's no like winter clothing. There are certain work outfits that they will put on automatically going to work, but not right at the beginning, so I'm not sure we want them going off with no top. There aren't seasons, so don't worry about them getting chilly. Okay, nice, lazy, so he's going to be sitting around making friends. Okay, what looks friendly? Maybe not the gladiator outfit. Some of these outfits are wild, I tell you. I remember Isadora liked quite a lot of colour. Got some EA brand. Okay, that's too much colour. That's just silly. It's a bit bad, like you'll pick their outfits and then you'll see what their interests are generated as. You'll be like, oh no, the outfit doesn't match. I'm going to have to go buy a new outfit. And there's a whole rigmarole. Lederhosen. I'm just saying weird noises now, aren't I? That's very colourful, but not quite what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for like somebody who lounge singer or something. That's a bit more cash. Should we go cash? Yeah, because he likes chilling out with his friends, so that looks like a comfy outfit. We're gonna go with that. Come on, that's pretty fast comparatively, right? Oh, he doesn't actually look that great in the picture anyway. Oh, well, that's just because they told him not to smile. It's like a passport photo. You're like, oh, that's not my face. Our second sim, we're just doing 2. It's going to be a child, so I can show you what playing children is like. This is going to be Sif. Yeah, okay, for some reason she's wearing a nappy with a giant safety pin. This isn't okay. This is, okay, no. Let's just put some clothes on her. That, I apologise. I didn't expect her to default to a nappy. That was really creepy. Oh dear. All right, medium skin. It may be that you'll notice a difference in some of the content I have with the skins and that. I have downloaded, they are Maxis made, but they were released on the website in the day, so they don't come with the game. I found a site where some nice person had gathered it all together for a download, and that's on Mod The Sims. So if you're looking at your game and going, oh, I really wanted to use that dress or that head, and you're not seeing it, it could be on there, just so you know. So here comes my plan. I'm gonna make her really neat. I'm not gonna have her much with outgoingness. Don't care about activity or being nice. Yeah, I just want her to be really, really neat, because if she's really neat, she will tidy up autonomously. And in this game, children are very useful. I know, shocking, right? Children aren't useful. But you can't really do much with them, and they never grow up, so it can feel a bit like, why would we play children except for the story, you know? But if she's really, really neat, that she could go around cleaning the house. That's why I didn't put neat points in the adult. Is this min-maxing? I don't know. She doesn't really need to chat to anyone, because, oh, she can make family friends though. Ooh, good point. So family friends, yeah, that's going up. Oh, is it better to be nice or outgoing though? I know in The Sims 2, if you're really outgoing, it can be a bit intense for other Sims. Maybe we average it and then go really nice. Yeah, family friends are very important. You need loads of them to get promotions, basically. And since she won't be able to do much, I figure maybe she can clean the house and make the friends. Because a family friend, you know, one person is friends with them, it's the household friend, basically. So I'm being calculating. Hang on, got to press a button. It's going to go silent for a minute. Bear with me. Button pressed. Okay, so we've only got 3 points left for activity and playfulness. I'm going to put them in active, and she's completely not playful. No time for that. She's got tidying to do. Right, we probably should change what she looks like. Not that I've turned her into some kind of tidying robot or something. Oh, why did I don't have to make her a girl, but I just did. All right. Yes, you can get a wizard hat. And yet there's the alien child if you want to make an alien family. This is one I have downloaded from the aforementioned site. Mod The Sims is a great site for all of the Sims content when you're looking for CC, mods, hacks. They're very, very helpful and nice. Oh god, she looks really evil. She can't be evil. Some big pigtails. That's boring. Evil face. Bandana. Tiny, tiny glasses. Oh, that one looked okay, except the hair's a bit boring. I don't know, I think I'm expecting a bit too much here. maybe we just give her a regular, yeah, just leave her like that. And pick her a different outfit. So she's really nice, really neat, but very serious. How does that... well, that's a bit too... I've been dressed up to go see Grandma, isn't it? Yeah, let's not do that. I quite like that one. I am a fan of tartan. And it looks like it's trying to echo Black Watch tartan, except the green is... yeah, the colours are a little bit more virulent here. But yeah, she's serious, she's neat, but she still looks nice. She's got a little smile. Okay, that's our little cleaning drone. I mean child. So there we have it. There is no way to tell the game that they are related at all. There's a lot more going on in your imagination in The Sims 1. So we're done. Look how quick I was. It will make sure you confirm that you are done. You can delete and you can edit, but we'll say we're done. Okay, and now they appear in the sim bin with the default amount of 20,000 simoleons. Girl, we're going through this real fast. So from here you can delete the family. If you had the family open, you can only delete one at a time. So we're going to move in family. Did you hear that? Down the bottom left. That's just a little bit of the Sims Loch Ness Monster, the Loch Sim Monster. I don't know what they're calling it these days. I'm going to go to neighbourhood 2, where you can see slightly different houses. Again, some of these I've downloaded. So they've got very big houses. I don't know why Max has decided to only release really rich Sims. I think there's some judgment going on there. Oh shit. Okay, my mistake helps me explain something to you. I just created them in neighbourhood 1. They do not exist in neighbourhood 2. So I asked up a bit there, but it's no big deal. So we'll go back to the OG view, where we've got the Goths. I'm just going to look around. This is the newbie family. This is the tutorial household where you will be immediately taken to learn the game. I also created this family, the oldie family. They are from Sims 2. We've got down here the Goth senior family. So they were, yeah, added with the expansion pack, and they are Mortimer Goth's parents and their 2 cats. Who else is there? Down at the bottom we've got the Hick family. That's Mama. Yes, her first name is Mama. Eldon and 3 dogs. If you want to live out the trailer dream. Here we've got a family that I made. That's not important. Not OG is boring, I think. Yeah, oh, we've got the Burbs here. They are also a canon family that goes through I think they're in all of the Sims games, but don't quote me on it. The child is called Johnny Burb. Sims 2, he becomes John Burb. And his parents, Brad and Tiffany, and their dog Tucker. I'm only talking about these OG families because I think they're great fun. We've also got the Pleasants, who appear in Sims 2. I'm not sure if they appear in Sims 3, actually. The children are Daniel and Jennifer, and they're the ones who are adults in The Sims 2. Jennifer here actually marries Johnny. I've lost him, wherever he is. Yeah, Johnny. They live across the road from each other. How adorable. And their parents, Jeff and Diane. I remember names of pretend people much better than I remember names of real people. And here we got the cat family. Ginny, a cat with her 4 cats. Now her granddaughter or great niece appears in the sim bin of Sims 2 when you have Sims 2 Pets expansion, which you would automatically have if you get the legacy game. So let's grab our family that we have made in the wrong neighbourhood. Oh man, I just realised I'm peckish. And we're going to have to pick a small house. Obviously, we don't have much. So it's telling us the address, the name of the house, and then they give it the little flavour text. If anyone was here for my random building Sims 1 stream like a month ago, we do enjoy the flavour text. It is quite ridiculous. They had a lot of fun with it. This one just says, for the family with more imagination than means. It costs just over 12,000. and it tells you how much money you would have left over to spend on household items. Some of the houses are more furnished than others, some have nothing at all. So you can, before you move in, you could just press escape. I can drop the family. You could click on the home and see. You can keep the help system activated at the beginning. So yeah, you can go in and check to make sure. Oh, I forgot WASD, not a thing. It is edge scrolling only. Yeah, so you can go in and see if this is the correct house for your family. Here we see that there really isn't enough room for an adult and a child without it getting really awkward. So we're going to pop back out. What about this next door? It's a little bit more expensive, probably because of the nicer hedges and the nice pool. Okay, we can zoom in with the mouse wheel. Again, it looks like it's a 1-bedroom. It's always good to check these out. That's got people in. That's got people in. Oh, it's getting expensive now. I do not have a way to... There are no like pre-made houses I could plonk down. I would have to download them from websites. I can, however, buy a lot and build from scratch. Not going to do that today. I don't think. I think that will distract us a little bit. I know a lot of people, a lot of simmers are very into the old building. I am not the person to talk about that because I don't really do it. My buildings are awful. Maybe down here. No, if I recall, this has 1 room as well. It's all right, honey. Sorry, there's some shouting outside. Makes her nervous. It's all right. There you go. You're okay. 13,000, 17,000 people. All right, we've got to make a decision. Okay, we've got 10 Sim Lane for 14,000. This one's 17, 13. This one looks nice. Look, it's got some, looks like it's got an orchard in the back. How can it be cheaper? 13.8 after 14. Let's check it out. Maybe it looks bigger and it's not much on the inside. Unfortunately, the help system is currently popping up for every single time you go in. It's a little bit annoying, but I can deal with it. So here we have the bottom floor. Lovely wooden spiral staircase. Oh, it's a good job, Jelly. It's all right. Yeah, she's quite scared of children. And there are some children screaming really loudly outside, so she's being a very good girl. Very brave. They're very annoying out there. Okay, we have enough rooms, although that kid's room is like Harry Potter sized. But I think we're going to go for this one. Just for expediency's sake. Alright, we're ready. I will go into the UI. I just wanted to find the correct house. Ooh, double clicked. So we're going down here. Are you sure you want to buy the house? Yes. I am going to instantly pause. Pause is P on your keyboard. Hang on, I'm going to take my hoodie off. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I do sound effects. It's a thing. You're right, sweetheart. You don't have to stay in here if it's scaring you. She's doing very well. All right, and here we are. As you can see, the screen has filled out. Okay, I'm closing the window. That's untenable. Don't worry, Joe. I know, sweetheart, I know. I don't know why they have to scream. There we go. I'll open up the door as well so you can get out. Let's hope I don't melt now. I know. She's got such a doleful face, but I think it's just a greyhound thing. Alright, we had to close the window. It was too noisy. Hopefully we won't melt. Where were we? Yeah, it's gone a bit silent, which is a little tense for me. Edge scrolling is a bit difficult because I've got a much bigger screen than this. We are going to look at the UI, bottom left, obviously. So we are currently in live mode. If you hover over it, you can see your hotkeys. If you want to be one of those keyboard people, I know you're out there. Then we have buy mode and build mode. pretty standard. We have a camera mode and the options mode. We have upstairs and downstairs. I believe this means you can only create houses of 2 floors, a ground floor and a first floor. We can get the walls all the way down so you can see all the way around your house. It can be good if you lose things. I don't lose things. We can do the usual cutaway that I play with. We can put the walls up and we can put the roof on. This doesn't do so much if you're downstairs, so go up and then you can zoom out and see what the whole thing looks like, which is it's pretty basic. It's pretty basic. There we go. We have zoom in and out. I'm using my mouse scroll wheel thingy, but yeah, you could do it with the plus and minus keys if you wanted. Now, camera rotation. This will be different. There's rotate left and there's rotate right. So you can only look at 4 different directions. This is the camera. You cannot swirl it around. That was introduced in Sims 2. And I inevitably click the wrong way. We have a tiny little exclamation mark as a help button. You can click that and it gives you a list of options of what you want to ask about. If you're wondering about bills, you can click on bills. There's one for energy. If I scroll down, there's job performance. It gives you just some little tips and hints. So that's a tiny little not an exclamation mark, question mark in the bottom left. We have the time. It is an AM or PM setup. If you're more used to military time, as some call it, as is used more commonly where I am, here in Sweden, you might be a bit confused. AM is morning, PM is afternoon. I try to suggest remembering it because the P stands for post. Post means after, it's afternoon. I don't know if that helps. I was brought up knowing AM and PM, so yeah, you'll get the hang of it. We have pause, normal speed, high speed and ultra speed. So we can go up to speed 3, which it automatically does if everyone on the lot is sleeping. It can be a little difficult, but if something happens on the lot, it will go into normal mode, so if you want to fiddle around with it. We have this 0, which stands for family friends, again hovering over it, very useful, just like in Sims 2. And we have our funds, something that is only in Sims 1 and I really wish they had brought back, is you can click on funds and you can see your budget. And that's, okay, that doesn't actually sound as cool as I thought it would when I said it, and then I said it out loud. And all right, it's not like regular people budgeting. It just helps you know how you're doing with your sim finances. There's no way to make that sound interesting. Over 3 days and over 1 day. So it will show you your income, your expenses, and there's like an itinerary of where your expenses went. And at the bottom will be your cash flow. So you can see how much you're bringing in or losing, which is true. It is a garden. Well, it's trying to be a garden. It's just a bunch of plots at the moment. It's not a cemetery. That you want the goth household for the cemetery. Also welcome. At the bottom you can see your current funds, and then you've got the value of everything you had, which is 20,000, like when we moved in, and how long you've actually been here, because it can be difficult to know as there's no day. You can't tell. It's just time. It just goes on and on forever. Hang on, I got existential. I'm also going to go shut the door as the dog's just left the room. Hang on a minute. Oh, damn it. Excuse me. Okay. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Am I muttering to myself as I wander around the room like an old lady? Okay, where were we? yeah, we just covered them. I really missed the funds thing. I don't know why, I just found it really useful. So we're going to go to options mode. Here you've got your save button. You want to be using that very often. I get into the habit of saving just before they go to work and when they get into bed, just so you're ticking that over. You can't make multiple saves, of course. Not in The Sims. You've got the neighbourhood button, so we could go back out to the neighbourhood. We have exit to, well, quit to obviously leave the game. And I'll show you the options we have. We have graphics options. So you can check and uncheck shadows, lighting and interface effects. I've never unchecked it, so I don't really know what the interface effects are. Terrain detail, I'd imagine that most computers could run it on high with all the good stuff these days. Now here I've changed this a little bit. I've changed the resolution, which could be useful for you, definitely. When I first booted it up, the UI was absolutely tiny, and that seems to be a common complaint. I changed it to 1920 by 1080, and this is what it's ended up with. So it's pretty crisp. It's filling the screen, and the UI is readable. So that's what I've gone with. You can click it into windowed mode. I've not tried it. I'm not going to risk it now, but that's just so you know. We have sound options. We have just simple FX, music and Vox. I think Vox is like voices. That's what I'm going with anyway. Yeah, and then finally we have play options. So auto centering. Can't remember what that means, sorry. I'm not claiming to be a Sims expert. This is just in case this could be useful for some people, just going slowly through all of the different options. We've got free will. You can turn free will off. So if you don't want them wandering around doing their own thing, you can be that kind of dictator. Sorry, judgment. I always have it on because it's just funnier that way, but also can be irritating, so I understand. We have edge scrolling, but if I turned edge scrolling off, I don't know how you'd move around because you can't use WASD. So I've got that on. We've got sim in background. I have that off because I don't want them continuing to do things if I'm looking at another screen. Quick tips I've turned off. You can access that. I think that's usually on. I've turned it off recently. Auto snapshot. This happens if there is an event. It will quickly take a picture for you. Live POP. I don't know what that means. Sorry. And all the way on the right here is reset tutorial. So if you got part way through it, didn't finish it, or want to start again, do that. Remember, it will change any modifications you made to that household, but it's there if you need it. Camera mode then. Oh, we've got some music, thank goodness. It's like echoing very much here. I'm going to get the lip balm. Oh my God, speaking of lip balm. So in our last stream, we were introing Sims 2 and it took 3 hours just to get to gameplay. I know, I don't know how that happened, but I was using this fucking lip balm, man. And I'm gonna out them. I'm gonna out the brand. Labello, it's called. Smells really nice. And I used it because it gives you a little bit of colour, and that helps because the camera can wash me out. I know I don't have camera on right now, there's reasons. But I was using that throughout the stream, and the next day it was like my lips were sunburnt. It is bad. So I'm just letting you know, that brand, don't do it. There you go, a little public service announcement. Anyway, camera mode. It'd be nice, I just clicked in a random area of the camera mode and it's come up with a little explanation of snapshot sizes. A lot of these pop-ups are a bit more hidden, but yeah, if you hover over things, click on things, it can really help you out. We've got a large size one. Here you can see it gets almost the entire house, and a small one, yeah, more sim sized, and a medium sized. Then you've got the 3 qualities. I reckon we could probably all do high quality these days. And then you have your photo album. We've got nothing in it yet. We've not done a photo yet. So I'm just gonna try and drop that. It's not gonna let me drop it. Oh, I didn't know you could do that, so I'm learning now as well. I right click and it's taking me straight to where I click. Interesting. So I'm going to zoom in and take our first picture of this guy standing by a bin. And this is a representation of the high quality photo, and then you can give it a little label like first day. Yay. There you go. I don't know how to put it down there. Build mode. I know that's what some people are after. It's really hard not to use WASD. I got into the habit with the older Sims 2. We have the undo and redo buttons. Very, very useful. We have a terrain tool. These are quite similar to Sims 2, which is cool. This one is in the shape of a shovel though, which I just feel is going that extra mile and I like it. Oh, I thought I'd lost it. Okay, well, you saw it here. If that happens to you, it's okay. I just hovered over level terrain, not level terrain, raised terrain, and it went black, which seems like a problem. But it comes back. Interesting. So yeah, it costs money to change the terrain. Oh, shit. We've got flattened terrain. We can make the terrain, what's this called? Lower terrain, thank you. I'm not braining very well today. Clicking on them seems to be okay. Raising the terrain, making it, you can make a little hill, flatten, level the terrain. Grow grass, this is it, growing grass then, and it all costs, oh gosh, it's freaking me out when it does that. 1 simoleon, so it does cost money. We have a water tool. This is where you'll find your swimming pool and your pond creators. Be kind to your Sims. The wall and fence tool, they're all lumped in together. Walls, fences, columns, all in together. I particularly like the balloon column, the promotional balloon fence. Latex balloons are a great way to decorate at parties, special events, or even humorous funerals. Also excellent as a marketing and advertising tool. Sorry. Environmentally friendly latex and polyvinyl. I'm not trying to say that. Look at the say of that. Quinacridinyldinyl benzylate blend. I'm pretty sure they made that up. If you're a chemist, let me know. Loft some spirits. Actually, that says spurts, but there you go. By lofting some balloons. How lovely. We can't... Oh, this is a good tip. I'm getting good tips. If you're on the upper story, you cannot place anything on a lower story. You have to click on lower story, and now you can place it. That looks very jolly though, doesn't it? So there you go. Our next is the wallpaper tool. So we've got our big paintbrush. All the wallpapers, again, lumped in together. Whether you want paper, you can have like bamboo, tiles. It's just a scrolling mess, basically. So there are some, you can make some really wacky houses, colour-wise. I generally don't. I like my aesthetics to be rather pretty. Our stair tool, we've got straight, it keeps looping at me. We've got straight stairs and we've got the spiral staircase. Yeah, gotta love a spiral staircase. And they duck their heads when they go up. It's very good. We have fireplaces. That's pretty standard. Unlike Sims 2, it does not have a chimney, so it's much easier to place. Also, very dangerous. But I think they kind of like that. I always find that a little bit awkward, considering the original inspiration for The Sims was Will Wright, the creator. His house burnt down. He lost everything, and it just gave him a game idea. And I'm like, yeah. I believe the original idea was a tool to help architects, or something like that. Quote me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it speaks to how easy it is to set fires in The Sims when you consider what this guy went through, and he's made it insanely easy for fires to go off. I guess to encourage fire safety, which is always good. What have we got next? A plant tool. All our plants, yeah, everything's lumped in together. We're not getting filters or subfolders here, none of that jazz. We have lovely flowers. That's the official term. This particular bunch of flowers, nasturtiums, this is why it's worth reading the description even if you don't find it funny. But it says, they reward the gardener with an exceptionally long bloom period and require only minimal care. So all of these flowers need watering. So if you just want to like create a huge flower garden, your Sims are going to have to water that or hire a gardener to water it. But these ones don't need to be watered as often. So it could be a quick way to make it look nicer out and about. Sorry, I just zoomed out, that was a bit harsh. Because you do get environmental score from trees and bushes and flowers. In here you'll also find, oh excuse me, oh dear. I do apologise, I should have muted. That caught me unawares. Oh dear. Oh, really dry all of a sudden. I'm having some hay fever issues. It's not good. What was I saying? Yes, it's in the plant tool that you will find the plots of earth to grow things in. Now there are two, and you've got to be careful which one you get because certain things can only be planted in one type of plot. So the Instaplot Victory Garden. These are the ones you're going to plant your regular crops in, tomatoes, carrots, beans. As the plot thickens, this is for making magic. So here you can only plant things that are got from, Magic Town, for example. I think they have grapes is one thing you can get. I can't remember everything, but yeah, I have put down the wrong kind of plot and then got very confused. But that's where they are. There's no separate garden area. I do like this spooky tree here. Oh, you can make a proper gothic mansion. The floor tool, again, everything lumped in with one. Your wooden boards, you've got rush matting, tiles, carpets. Just scroll away. This is one of my favourites here, this one. I don't know what it's called. Magico's Mystic. Yeah, I know. That's all the magic stuff with me. Doors. That includes arches, doors, inner doors, outer doors. There's some, I already said arches. I meant the arch with the bead curtain, which is very 70s. I don't know what the point of the beads were. I was not around in the 70s. Then we have windows. Not very many windows, but enough to be going on with. An array of different sizes. We also have different roofs. If we go up top and turn on the roof, so we've got all the different colours. You can get it's a nice orange and red stripy. See, look at that. That's from the circus one. I'm going to undo, and you can say whether you want a flat roof, what pitch you want the roof to be. If you want it to be really high, I think the higher one looks a bit nicer. And it doesn't cost anything to change the pitch of the roof. And it doesn't cost anything to change the roof pattern. And then we just got the hand tool to grab things with. You can notice in the garden we seem to have like an orchard, like an apple orchard. We zoom in a bit there. These are purely decorative. You don't have to take care of them, so don't be like, oh my god, you're going to be out there with the apples for a long time. Oh, it's not worst, come on. Ah, yeah. Ooh, if I grab these, must be on first story, yep. It does try to be helpful. It does a good job, I think, of teaching you the game if you just remember to look at pop-ups and click on things, and it's all good. Ooh. So if I grab that, I can see it's an Instaplot Victory Garden. So that's for regular planting. So that's the build mode. Buy mode then. Now, there are two different ways to look at it. You can have this view of the object categories. You can click buy mode again and you will get the room categories. This is useful, both of them, because for some reason not everything appears in both. So when you want to cultivate some crops, an important item to get is the scarecrow to scare away pests, because there are bunnies and gophers that will come along in the night and eat your crops. And ostensibly, you should be able to get rid of it with the scarecrow. Now, I couldn't find it in the regular view, but when you click on the room view and you can go to miscellaneous, and I believe it's decorative, I could be wrong. It could be miscellaneous again. Well, I'm just asking this right up, aren't I? Dear. Outside. It's in outside, isn't it? Oh my god, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Play it cool, guys. Play it cool. So in the outside room category, under decorative, here we have Steve the Happy Scarecrow. Here he is. So, oops. Didn't put him down. It will, because I clicked, I bought it. But it will make the noise again when I place it. And now I've bought it twice. It's very annoying. But there he is, Steve the Happy Scarecrow, and his head is a carved pumpkin, which is just brilliant. So we're going to put him over here since I've already bought him twice anyway. You better work hard, my friend. There is not an undo button for buying things. That's just in build mode. So be really careful to not do what I just did. Doing well, doing well. All right, we're going to click away from the room view because I'm more used to this view. We have seating, surfaces, decorative, electronics, appliances, plumbing, lighting, and miscellaneous. You do have some subcategories, which is always useful. So we're going to go ahead and buy some stuff. Not as much as before because we had to buy a scarecrow twice. Awkward. We only have 6,000. That's not going to go very far. Now, the big thing with Sims 1 is their motives drop like a stone so fast. It is a job of work. I have heard Sims 1 being called one of the hardest games to play, and it is harsh. So a good rule of thumb is to get as high a possible comfort and energy level at the beginning. I don't always follow this rule because I use a hacked item to make the needs not go down as fast because it just stopped being enjoyable for me. Now you guys may enjoy this struggle, so I'm currently playing with it off. I will put it on if we get into gameplay and you can see the difference, but it is shocking. It's like they would go to work, come back, they would have to go to sleep immediately. Then they get up and eat something and go to the bathroom and basically be time for work again. It's insanely difficult, and then on top of that you have to make friends in order to get promotions, and you need to get promotions to get more money in order to buy yourself better things so your needs don't decrease so much. But how are you supposed to do that if you're off making friends? And then when you have a friend, you have to keep the friendship going, and they go off you real fast. Like if they don't hear from you after 2 days, you stop being friends. It is intense. So while I can play unmodded Sims 2 fine, I cannot do that with Sims 1 anymore. Back in the day when I got it when it first came out, I was absolutely fine. Didn't really think much of it at all. But I'm just not that good a player anymore. Gloopy hydration noises. I'm just warning you. This isn't me being dramatic. It's a known problem. We are going to not be too intense right now. We're just going to buy some things to show you what it's like. So the kid needs a bed, so we are going to go for the cheapest one. I'm just saying that if you're playing without any kind of mods, maybe do the weird thing of getting a really, really good bed and a really, really good chair and then get everything else really cheap, even if it means you've hardly got anything in the house. It's a strategy, okay? I'm not saying it's the best, but it's well known. So the cheapest bed is the Spartan Special for 300. You can see comfort 6, energy 7. Comparing that to the very best bed, which is 5,000 simoleons, and it's a double bed, comfort 10, energy 10, room 5. You'd think maybe that isn't such huge a difference, 6 till 10, 7 till 10, but it really is. But for now, they're getting the crap. There we go. We're putting Sif in this box room here. And we'll get the cheapest bed for Jakob. The Crimson Collection bed. Comfort 7, energy 7. Boop. And so yeah, you can move it around. You cannot do diagonals. And it makes this cool whipping sound, if that's what you're into. There. Oh, that looks terrible with the colours. I do apologise. I'm not going to change the walls right now. You know how to do it though. We got the wallpaper in build mode. So there we go. We've got our basic beds. I'm going to pop downstairs. So we got areas for 2 bathrooms. To save money, I am going to do 1 bathroom. It is incredibly small. Okay, important tip when you're building and placing items for your Sims, they need like two tiles between everything, just so they can get around it. The AI boxes aren't very good, so this is quite a death trap. So I'll just show you. Hang on. So going into plumbing, we're going to grab the really crappy toilet that looks like it's probably been taken from an aeroplane or something, and we'll put it in, and then we'll put in a sink. Hygiene is important. So we've got a Sim coming in here, and they've got a second door so that if a Sim comes in this way, they can actually escape. If that door wasn't there, they would just be stuck forever. It's very bad. So yeah, try, if you're doing your building, try and give them as much space as possible, or do the 2 doors thing so someone can always get out. Upstairs we are going to put a shower or a bath, whichever is the current cheapest. It seems to be this shower here, the Space Miser shower. Maximum capacity 1. What are they saying? Alright, yoink. We're not going to get a second toilet just for now. There's only 2 people. So now we're going to do food. Excuse me. I feel like this end is supposed to be more of a kitchen area, and down by the hearth it will be our living room. So in the appliances you have stoves, refrigerators, small appliances, large appliances and other. Oh, we had a crash. Well, this is vexing, isn't it? I do apologise. How frustrating. So it's really unfortunate because I've played, what was it? Yeah, 55 hours of this game. And I've had 1 other crash.